Good day, this is Jessica Steele, BS IT 3E. So today's video, I'm going to do the activity 11.2.4, configuring interfaces. Task 1, configuring interfaces on routers and switches. Step 1, configuring interfaces on a router. Click on Router R1ISP, log into the router using the CLI tab with password Cisco. So this time, I'll be using on-screen keyboard because my keyboard is not working anymore. So I will use this. So the first is to click the R1ISP. Then go to the command line interface. The password is Cisco. Then enable. Then class. Then put the configure terminal or config key. Config key. Then enter the command interface pass Ethernet 00. Enter the command IP address 192.168.254.253 with the subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. And enter. To set the IP address and subnet mask, enter the command description link to Eagle server. Then enter the command no shutdown to enable the interface. Then enter the command exit to return the global configuration mode. Then enter the command interface serial 00/0 to enter interface configuration mode for the serial interface. So copy, then paste. Then enter the command IP address 10.10.10.6 with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.252. Then enter the command clock rate 64,000. Copy. Then enter the command description link to R2 Central to describe the interface. Then enter the command no shutdown to enable the interface. and then enter the command exit to return the global configuration mode. And then press the Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z to leave the configuration mode, then enter the command copy running config startup config. Then enter. Then verify the configuration by entering the command show running config. Then show interfaces. Then step 2, configuring interfaces on other router. Repeat step 1 to configure and verify the interfaces on router R2 Central using the information in the table above. So next is to click the R2 Central. In R2 Central, I just use the same process I did in the R1 Central. So the password is Cisco. Then enable. Class. Config terminal or config. So interface pass Ethernet 00. So the IP address I'm going to put in since this is the R2 Central, so I'm going to use the IP address of R2 Central pass Ethernet 00. IP address of 172.16.255.254 with a subnet mask of 255.255.0.0. Then enter. Next is description link to since this is the R2 Central, it's stated in the instruction to use the description link to S1 Central.
Ha? Ha? Ha?
S1 Central. Then, no shutdown. Then exit. Then next is to enter the interface serial 0/0/0. Copy. And the IP address. IP address of the R2 Central serial 00. 10.10.10.5. With a subnet mask of 255.255.255.252. Enter. Then set the clock rate 64,000. And description link to description link to R1 ISP. Please enter. Then no shutdown. Then exit. Exit. Then press Ctrl Z. Then enter the command copy running config startup config. Then press enter. Then verify the configuration by entering the commands show running config. Then show interfaces. So we're done configuring the R2 Central. So let's move on to the next step. Step 2, configuring, step 3, configuring an interface on a switch. Click on the switch S1 Central, click into the S1 Central, then log into the switch using the CLI tab with password Cisco. Password Cisco. Then enable then password class, then config key. Next is enter the command interface VLAN 1. To enter interface configuration mode for the management VLAN interface. Next is enter the command IP address. IP address 172.16.254.1.255.255.0.0. Then enter the command no shutdown. Then enter the command exit to return the global configuration mode. Then enter the command IP default gateway 172.16.255.254 to set the address to use to reach devices that are not the local subnet. Then press the Ctrl Z. Then enter the command copy running config startup config to save the changes to NVRAM. Then press enter. Then verify the configuration by entering the command show running config. Copy. So the S1 Central are done configuring. Let's check at the end of this task your completion rate should be 100%. And my completion here is 100%. Let's check that result. As you can see, it all checked. That means I configured correctly. It configured correctly. So that's all. The activity is completed.